Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. I want to talk about tips for beginners with money. I know you're just starting out and you don't know where to go from here, and you don't know whether to save your money, invest your money, and you listen to your parents, and they're going to tell you go to school, get an education, get a good job, leave your money in the bank. But that's not always the case. So I'm gonna just discuss a few things that would have helped me when I was starting out. As I'm still a beginner, but obviously I'm a little more advanced, but I'm still learning. There's a lot of things to learn, and like they say, knowledge is power. And the more knowledge you get, the more money you'll have. I'm certain of it. So first, everyone needs to create a budget and stick to it. Basically, what's coming in your wallet has to be more than what's going out your wallet. So this is where a budget comes in hand. Because in real life, you don't pay attention to what you spend money on. Sometimes it's like you get $1 coffee, or if it's $1 anymore, it might be $2. Or buy a cheeseburger, you buy candy, you buy all this little stuff, but you don't keep track of it because it's little expenditures, but it's those little things that add up and create a big windfall in your bank account, and then at the end of the week you're broke and you're waiting on that check, and you don't want to get into the habit of living check by check, because that's what most people are doing, check by check, because this way and that way you're not even saving. You're just as soon as you get that check, it's already spent before you leave the door, before you get out of work, it's already spent. So that's the first thing, create that budget. Also, you have to really start saving. I mean, when you get obviously as a seasoned investor, you to put all your money into your investments or your assets. But as a beginner, you need to really save the money, and then you'll figure out, what can I do with it, where can I invest it, where can I put it. But first is to save the money, even an emergency fund. If you can't even save money, then you already lost the game. So that's like a big key. And then, talking about that emergency fund, it can be, say you make $100, it could be 5%, which would be $5. $5 a week, doesn't get touched, and you put it in a checking account that it just sits there. Obviously, you can put it in a CD where it gains a little interest, but that's what an emergency fund is. It's just you keep putting it in, a little portion of what you make, and you can't touch it. So only for emergencies, real emergencies, not just I want to buy sneakers, or I want to go to this Taylor Swift concert. No, it's for real emergencies. Like if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere and you need money, then that's when you would use that emergency fund. Also, we need to think about avoiding debt and to pay off all your old debt. So what I would do is I pay off everything smaller, like say all my small bills. So if I have 10 bills, and my smallest one I would pay off, and then with the money that I used to be paying for the smallest one, we're going to the next bill, and then from there I keep going until I tackle all the debt. That is good when you invest in assets and can use it as tax write-offs, but as a beginner, you really don't want to be in too much debt. You want to build that credit, obviously, but you want to keep as low debt as possible, because those credit card companies, they might lend you that money at like 10%. So that you're actually paying so much to borrow that money, and then it just creates a windfall, which you don't want to get into. Also, there are 401k retirement accounts. Everyone should do this because how many people are thinking when they get to 65 or 70, if there is still Social Security, because that could be wiped out as we know it. If you're a baby boomer, you might not get it. It might run out of money. So it's important that you start doing your own saving. You can't just rely on Congress or the White House to save that money when they're not good at saving at all. And if you've seen our debt, it's in the trillions and it keeps going up. So look into like a retirement account. If you're of the right age, start putting money in there, and don't even think about that money. That's money is like, you just think of it as lost, but later when you reach a certain age, you'll be able to pull out that money, and it makes a great retirement fund. As I was saying before, you gotta keep track of your income and expenses, which goes back to having a budget, because income is what's coming in, expenses is what's going out. So you really have to stay focused and keep track of everything. It's like if you're trying to lose weight, and you would need to see what you're actually eating to because sometimes you think, I didn't eat that much, but then maybe you had a salad, piece of steak, or some salmon, or some half a bowl of rice, and all these little things add up. So you have to just keep track of it, and that's why I said it's creating a budget. And another thing is you can do a side hustle. So I am using a few websites. I'm just selling stuff online. The profit's not that great, but it's extra money that I didn't have. Extra $5, $4, $3 on a sale. It's still money. But obviously, a lot of you want big money. So if you wouldn't be interested in doing something like that, you would think of it as a waste of time. But I feel like I have to chase whatever dollar I can get. All this little money will help me in the future. And that's why I'm so focused now, and I'm really trying to get it done. Not for all you, not just for all you, but for myself as well. Sometimes you need an example of someone starting where you're at before you can take that step forward. Because if you see me doing something, or you see someone else in your life stepping up, then you might decide to step it up as well. What you can also do is prioritize your spending, which means make a from 1 to 10, make a list of stuff that you really need, and then another 10 of stuff you just want. And where you're gonna put most of your money? Into things you need, not things you want. Because in life, you never get everything you want, but you can get everything you need. And you don't need as much as you think you do to live on. But most people are blinded into thinking that they have to have the best bag, the best sneakers, the best car, which means nothing. Some of the richest people in this world drive regular cars, and they don't dress fancy. They dress in normal clothes. Some of the richest people. Yet you see some of the broke people try to look rich, but they're not rich. So which one are you? Do you want to be rich and look normal, or look normal and be rich? It's up to you. It's your choice. Also, everyone needs to educate themselves. Education is probably maybe the number one thing I need to tell you. Now, like I say, knowledge is power. It is. And you have to be smarter than your competition. You do. You definitely have to be smarter than, because the next person is trying to take your spot. So it's always going to be a competition, but there is friendly competition. I want my friends to be, as where I'm at, but I want to be number one. They could be number two, number three, but I still want to be number one. And that's why I'm grinding hard each day and out. Might be tired, but it's a sacrifice you have to make to get to where I need to get. And last thing I want to say is, don't be afraid to ask anyone for advice. Especially, there are a lot of people who would like to tell you the story, who would like to help you, give you a helping hand, and you're afraid to even ask them. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to lose, but there's a lot that you can win. So those are all my little side tips on ways to, make money for beginners. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I know it's a long road. I know there's not that much support. You're on the island by yourself. But I am with you, and your family's with you, and just stay focused. It's gonna be tough to be successful, but it'll be so rewarding once you reach that goal. And you are gonna get there. It's just gonna take time. It's not gonna happen in 1 week, 1 month. But if you're consistent and persistent, it will happen. If you never give up and you never quit, you will make it. So just believe in yourself, have the faith, and know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Thank you for watching this channel. I appreciate anyone that's even taking time to listen to me. I appreciate everything. I'm a small fish, but I do appreciate just taking the time to come to the channel. Thank you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Bye.